Shazam.
Yeah, this is our non-spoiler review for Shazam. It's very late, so we're going to be doing the non-spoiler right now and then spoilers later. But basically, Shazam is the newest installment in the DC universe.
DCEU, this is the 7th DC movie in this universe, which is crazy. We're already the 7th film.
This is crazy.
So
DC's been on a roll.
I've really enjoyed all of them. I don't dislike any of them. I'll admit some I can see why people don't like it, but I still enjoy every single one of them.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it had a really good storyline, a really emotional storyline. Had a serviceable villain that I enjoyed. Obviously, Shazam I think is awesome. His character, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a kid turning into a superhero. And that's what the TV spots and marketing is selling you, and I feel like they delivered through on that a lot in this movie with everything they did about it, and even some surprises in there and some really funny scenes. I really enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah, I definitely really enjoyed this movie. There's a lot of stuff that they really did hide in the trailers. Yeah, this movie has a lot of humor, has a good amount of action, and yeah, definitely the humor definitely works in different aspects, but that gets into positives. But I definitely did like this movie. I mean, Aquaman was really good, and this is really good, so DC's been on a roll.
I would definitely say I liked Aquaman more than this. So really negatives for me, it didn't seem boring to me at all. Like, it seemed like it honestly went quick. I think the total runtime was a little over 2 hours, and I kept thinking, like, because I heard people say it dragged a little bit and stuff like that, and I thought it went really quick for me. I never got bored at all. I was watching the movie, enjoyed the whole thing. In any movie like this, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, or any kind of like comedic type character, there's going to be a lot of jokes that land and some jokes that don't land. And there's a couple jokes on it. I mean, I'm never like laughing out loud in the theater, but there's probably a couple of jokes that could have not been in it maybe. But then again, that's kind of what the film was trying to do.
Yeah, one minor negative is that sometimes some things get a little confusing. I mean, it's a very minor negative, but as the movie went on, and actually everything made sense for the most part. But yeah, it definitely, certain parts you'd think about a lot, and it got a little confusing, but I'm really nitpicking.
Some of the things they do with certain characters, I feel like went a little too far in a couple aspects, even though I think it had to be in there to sell a certain point. I was hoping for a couple moments that I didn't get per se in the movie from some choices that they make. So really, I mean, it's hard. I'm kind of harsh. I really don't know. I'm trying to think of negatives for me. Really, I mean, like I said, some of the jokes didn't land. A couple of them, most of them I think did. I mean, there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of jokes in this movie, so it's not all of them are gonna land. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah. I thought the acting was great. Even there's a lot of kids in this movie. I thought they all did a good job. No one tried to like steal the show or do anything stupid. Like, they did their role, and no one ever tried to get out of their role. The lead was great. All the main people were great.
Yeah,
I thought that one kid was really good. You've seen the trailers. The kid from It. Yeah. I think his character was great. I think he's a great actor. Do you think the villain element of the film was a good element?
So let's just get into our positives. So our main positives. Yeah, the villain was definitely a major positive in this movie. Yeah. Because, I mean, we have to get into spoilers, but he definitely has some really funny moments, some really, like, awesome moments, some, like, boss shots in the movie. I mean, it doesn't top, like, Black Man, obviously, like, those kind of shots. But there is some really good shots, and the humor overall in a lot of things he does is really good. There's a few moments.
Yeah, people were saying that he was very over the top, and after seeing Black Manta, he was nowhere near Black Manta, in my opinion, at all. Like, there was a couple of scenes that I think were close to Black Manta. Yeah. There's a couple scenes that, I mean, I still liked him, but I think he was not like, I wanted to be a little more cartoony, in my opinion, to be honest. I mean, I think he played it right. He played the role right because he was like a mature adult, and Shazam's a kid. But yeah, I thought the villain element was great in the film. Once again, the family element worked really well because there's a storyline that goes along with that, and I think that everyone can connect to that and realize that family is important because that's a good message of the film.
Yeah, the relationship, though, between the main characters, like the big relationship, that was a great relationship between those two characters as kids. Yeah. And then when Billy Batson was obviously Shazam, I thought that really worked. Did you think? And you really felt like it was still him as the adult, and that totally worked every scene with them.
Did you think the family element worked, like the Foster family element, like how like?
Yeah,
I liked the whole like family there. Yeah. It's like they're all. like literally every single one's a foster kid. Like none of them have a real parent, and they're like all kind of come together. And
yeah,
that whole storyline was kind of frustrating because Billy didn't want to be with him, but then you realize, yeah.
Well, that's kind of spoiler.
No, you still
have well, obviously though that main foster dad is, I obviously like him from The Walking Dead.
I thought the special effects were great. Like there was no bad CGI. So for me, just from doing this review, I mean, I was thinking a certain sort, but after talking, I really have no negatives this one. Maybe I'll be able to talk more in the spoilers because that's really my only complaints are like really being nitpicking, like just being greedy. Like I want all this to be the way I want it to be, but it's never gonna be like that, really. To be honest, I feel like I can't give this a 10 out of 10 because I feel like there has to be, I don't know. For me to have a 10 out of 10, like I need boss shots, I need like certain things to happen. I feel like it was a really good film, and I feel like I'm gonna give this a very solid 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, so this movie was definitely a good movie. It has, the main characters are great. The relationship between the main two characters, even Billy Batson as a kid and then an adult, and that's great. There's a great villain, and I can't really say the rest of that. The CGI is great. A lot of the humor works, and I mean, this is a solo movie though. It's a little different for a group movie, so I will give this a 9 out of 10. I mean, a 9's pretty flipping good. Yeah. And I think it's a great villain, great main characters, and like I said, I mean, I just think because of its solo film, I mean, I really can't find many negatives. Yeah, it's like we can't talk about so many things because it's not spoilers. But in spoilers discussion, we'll be able to talk about all the great funny moments, the more into the story. So it's like we can't really say anything right now.
No, it's really hard to use non-spoilers. Yeah. So that was our. So I really enjoyed the movie. Kenny gave it a 9 out of 10. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, definitely a good movie. Definitely recommend it for you to go see it. And thanks for watching our non-spoiler review of Shazam. And be on the lookout for the spoilers discussion sometime this weekend. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.